Welcome to Vogue Talks, and I am your host, Dimpo Mohale. Today we have a very interesting topic with someone quite special. Let's meet Arthur. How are you, Mr. Arthur?
Hi, I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm good. Now, please explain who you are to our audience.
Okay, so my name is Arthur Zitha, and I'm the project manager at Creative Careers, but I also lecture at the University of Pretoria. I lecture drama, so I'm an artist at whole.
All right. And what art do you do?
I do performance art, so theater, acting on stage and screen, a bit of some writing, some creative writing and script writing.
All right.
Yes.
So please tell us about the program that you have initiated that is called Creative Careers Acceleration Program.
So the program was birthed to kind of stimulate employment for young people who are artists and who have not been given an opportunity. So we created this program where there was a mentor, so there's mentorship, and then there's internship where you go to an art organization, whether it be the Market Theatre or the Joburg Theatre, and you go into that organization and you are an intern for some time. It could be, I think we had it for 4 weeks. And then you get mentored by one of the professionals who's already made it as your mentor as well.
And what is that process like, or the exchange rather between student and mentor? What has the feedback been like?
It's been good. I think the mentors have learnt a lot, and the students have learnt a lot. I think you learn a lot from just meeting someone every day. They used to meet every day via Zoom or online, and they'll talk about their day and they'll talk about what they did. So they learnt a lot about how it's like working in the working environment as students or as interns. Then the mentors also learned a lot on how to mentor someone because that's another skill as well.
Right. And what is the mission and vision for the organization?
Well, the mission and vision, it was started because we found out that when students finish school, they don't have an opportunity to work. So we came up with this idea that we create creative careers to give them an opportunity to work. So our vision is to really get young people working all over the country, far and wide, where it be Limpopo, Mpumalanga, wherever you are at, where you can work as an artist. And that's the vision.
Right. And what type of offering do you offer in your program?
So we've got the Creative Careers Acceleration Program. Then we've got a program called Am I the Drama, which focuses on drama specifically. So the acceleration program is not just about drama. It's about stage management. It's about administration, lighting, producing. But Am I the Drama is about drama, and that is the main thing. And then we've got Am I the Writer, which is about writing. So that's another program. So we've got 3 programs running, and that's what we do.
Okay. And have you seen success so far with those 3 programs?
Yes. So some of our acceleration program interns have been employed. Some of them started as interns and now they've got jobs. And a lot of them actually. So we've been very proud and very happy.
And what have been the challenges within the organization or starting up this organization?
It was a challenge because it's a small team. It's the lone Santino, who's the director, and myself as the project manager, so it's just us 2. Then we had to hire other people. So we hired a project coordinator to kind of help us. So we have a skeleton team to kind of work this program that is nationally based. So that was quite difficult. It was a lot of work. We have endless sleepless nights where we're kind of coordinating work and getting students involved in internships. So it was kind of difficult.
So if I'm a professional artist right now, looking at you right now, and I want to become a mentor, what is the requirement or the things or the skills that I need to enter this program?
Okay, so we're looking for people who have a little bit of some experience in the field. So if we, for example, you want to go into the mentorship program, acceleration, if we pair you up with a visual artist, we expect you to have some sort of experience in visual arts or some sort of degree in the visual arts. And I think what's most important is to have some sort of work experience which you can share with the mentee.
Yeah.
So that's what we're kind of looking for. So someone who's got some experience and some sort of qualification and background.
Okay. And how many students can one mentor take upon?
We tried to make it 3.
Okay.
So 3 of them, so not too many, but 3. But we had about 50 mentees. So there were quite a lot of them and some like 20 mentors.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Recently, upon my research, I found that there's a new mentorship program that focuses on writers, like you said,
Yes.
screenwriters. Why did you launch this new program?
Okay, once again, so we had I'm Either Drama, which was very successful, which is launching for drama students. So we realized that there's a need to learn about the craft. So we created Am I the Writer because that's parallel to Am I the Drama. It's almost the same thing.
Yeah.
It's in the same realm of performance.
Yeah.
So we found out that there's a need to learn the arts and there's a need to learn about how to create in the arts. So we created these 2 programs, Am I the Drama and Am I the Writer at that time, yeah.
Okay. And in your opinion, right, is there a shortage of screenwriters or playwrights in South Africa?
There
and
is a
why
shortage.
do you think so?
There is a shortage.
Yeah,
There is a
yeah.
shortage. I think we're not seeing enough new plays and new plays from young people.
True.
We have a lot of old writers like your Ethel Fugard's who are still alive, but we don't have, and your John Carneys who are still alive, but we don't have any new, young, fresh blood. And that's got to do with, I think, exposure and also a voice.
Yeah.
Because the older writers had a voice. They would write against apartheid.
Yeah.
And they had a voice. But new writers, what are you writing against? Is there any issue that is really burning within you? You know, is it fees must fall? Or what issue do you have? And I think a lot of young people don't have issues that are burning, and that's why they can't actually write.
Yeah. And if now I'm a screenwriter or playwright who's looking at this, what is the requirement required for me or the application process that I need to go through?
Okay, so application process was quite simple. You just had to upload a video telling us about yourself, so where you're from and why you are applying. So that was a simple 2-step version of just doing your clip, and we see you and we listen to you, and then we choose which person that we'll be taking in.
Okay. So how many students do you take upon inside of the whole program as a whole?
We took about, whole program as a whole, we took about 60.
Okay.
About 60.
Can I ask why 60 and not more?
I think it was just the capacity we didn't have, because we need coordinators to coordinate the programs. And as I said, it's a small team. It's just Alon Santino, myself, and 2 coordinators. So it's very difficult.
And in your experience as an author, as a creative as a whole, what are the negative myths that you are trying to combat or go against as you've created this program?
I think the idea is that a lot of times people think if they do the arts, there's no opportunity of employment. So some people say, listen to your parents, do accounting, don't do the arts. And what we're trying to do is we're trying to debunk that myth to say there is opportunity. We just need to just put you in the right place with the right people.
Yeah.
And that's what we kind of did, where we aligned interns with the right organizations, whether it be the Joburg Theatre, or whether it be Dauro, or whether it be Forgotten Angel Company. So we're trying to debunk this theory that artists cannot work after finishing school, but there is work for them.
And is there a program where you do invite the mentees who were there before to speak to the new mentees who are coming in.
That's a good idea. We don't.
Yeah.
Maybe we should take that idea and use it.
Yeah.
That's a good idea, because I think that's sharing skills and sharing knowledge,
That's
and that would
true.
help. So I think we should do that.
That's true. That's true. So now that you have said that you pick about 60 candidates, right, and you do this interview process, right? So what are the benefits for you as a company seeing your mentees or seeing your students out there doing work?
Oh, it's just, I think it's, for us, it's just the love of the arts.
Yeah.
So obviously, there's that benefit of knowing that this student has gone through your program and now they have made it, of being accepted and being given work. So that is just, it's just a pat on the back for us.
Yeah.
We're just so excited to just do that, you know? So that's what we gain from it.
And please talk about your partners that have partnered with you
Oh.
on this project or organization, and what are the benefits or challenges that you experience?
So we partnered with the National Arts Council, Department of Sports,
Arts and
Culture,
Yeah.
and the NAVF.
Yeah.
So they were very helpful. Obviously, the funding came through the NAVF and the funding for the National Arts Council for the theatre side, because we do, am I the writer, which is film, then am I the drama, which is theatre. So it's two different mediums, right?
Okay.
So one is NAVF and one is the National Arts Council. So that has been great, and we couldn't thank them more, because they've given us this opportunity of helping young people.
All right. And have you experienced any challenges in the beginning when approaching them?
Yes. Obviously, we needed to apply for the funding.
Yeah.
So that was a challenge. We had to write our proposal and our application. So that's a challenge, as always. But we managed to secure the funding.
All right. And how do you maintain a relationship with your partners? How is that process like?
It's difficult. I think once you've met up with people within the organization, like, for example, Charmaine, who's at the National Arts Council, you try to communicate with them about future projects and how they can help with funding future projects. So it's always a back and forth of what's available now, what is the next open call, and can we apply for it, and how can we work together? Yeah.
And what are your hopes as an organization for this project that you've initiated, or the projects you've initiated?
Our hope is that it grows bigger.
Yeah.
So we did all 9 provinces, but some provinces we couldn't cover because there were not enough arts organizations, and we weren't able to kind of place students in there. So in the acceleration program, our desire is to actually grow it and make it a national program where we cover from Durban to Limpopo, Nelspruit, Mpumalanga, so everyone is considered. So that's our hope for it. Yeah.
And what would be your encouraging words to those organizations watching now and realizing, I only know about you now, you know? What would be your encouraging words to them to actually step on board?
My encouraging words is that this program is changing people's lives. And if we all do it, it's going to be a great project. Because it's giving people employment, it's giving people work experience, and if we all join hands together, we could really shift the arts. Because some people say that theatre's dying, you know, and some people say that TV is dying and the shows on TV aren't good enough. But if we can work together, we can get new people, youngsters who are going to come in and change the world, or change the landscape of theatre, TV, and all of that.
And what are your hopes being an artist and being an all-round creator?
Oh, man, I have a lot of hopes. So I teach as well, you know. So my hope is to always impart knowledge to my students. And I hope to make some sort of significant change in the world through the arts. I think the arts are a mirror. They mirror society, and they mirror what our social ills are and what needs to be changed. And I think that has been diluted, you know. People like Bongene Ngema would tell stories that would speak to the national compass of what's happening, you know? So we need more storytellers to speak and tell us good news.
Yeah.
Sometimes we're always hearing bad news, but we need to hear good news about how this industry can impact and change people.
Yeah. And I just want to say thank you for your contributions to the art, but also to South Africa as a whole. Because, you know, when you focus on one thing alone, it's just like that environment. But overall, I just want to say thank you for your time and for your effort and for encouraging us, because right here in the studio we have young people who are in the art itself. So thank you for your time and effort. And for the new year, is there any openings, and how can we reach out to apply?
Okay, so at the moment we don't have any openings. We are in the process of applying for the next funding cycle with NSC. So once we secured funding, we shall obviously send out an open call for people who want to get involved in our project. So at the moment, nothing yet, but we will communicate.
All right. And where do we find you, and how do you get a hold of you?
Okay, so you can find us on Facebook. That's Creative Careers South Africa. There's also got a website, Creative Careers, so you can also find us there. And also on Instagram, Creative Careers.
All right.
Yes.
I just wanted to say thank you for your time, thank you for your effort and contribution, and may you continue to accelerate like the name says.
Thank you. Thank you.
Like you heard it, guys, from Arthur, that the arts are not only about television and radio and what you see, but also focusing on the impact of the world and getting to know South Africa. And thank you. Until next time. Peace.